I'm Daniel Mathis. I'm a Norwich supporter. I really despise millennial Arsenal supporters. And you're listening to the Drunkard United Football Show.
Again, I found a bunch of old intros, so I was like, time to play them all.
That's all right.
Oh. I'm not worried about it. Although I probably should have played Brent's Burnley one because they're kind of in the news for this week.
Well, they're in the news, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of things in the news in the championship to talk about because there's 800 more games. Well, let's start the show.
Yeah.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston. Sam Houston? Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Graham, hey. Sam Graham. Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to DU Does EFL, a completely biased brief recap of the English Football League as told by two common American schmucks.
That's us.
I am your host, Sam Houston, and across the way from me, talking about the finer points of flat top grill maintenance, Mr. Samuel Graham.
Oh, I'm a pro.
There's lots to talk about.
I'm lazy. I'm like Neymar. I know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Just don't care.
I would say very conducive for the 3rd of July party, the old flat top.
That's helpful.
Yeah. I'm able to do my thing. I set up shop with my throne and just sit there and fucking hand out.
Like how I was trying to pimp out the old membership, wholesale club memberships.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I belong to all three. If you need help, you just let me know, all right?
You have become full-blown suburban dad. You know who's not a suburban dad? Producer Mel's, who's on the ones and twos. Hey there, Producer Mel. How you doing?
Well, there is that new Costco inflatable hot tub we can talk about.
I thought about that too. Yeah, I'm in on that.
I got a spot for it and everything.
Yeah, my 380-pound ass will not work with that. I can already see the disaster. Oh, I can get in there. I don't know if it's going to. I don't know if it's going to survive me being in it. Yeah, but I could get in it once.
We'll keep it warm one way or another.
We're recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital.
Sam peas and pools.
Wherever you get your podcast.
He pees in shared bodies of water.
The ocean all the time. It's the world's bathroom.
Yes, you have to piss in the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, should you want to chat with us, there is many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the good people how they can get in touch.
Absolutely. It's at DU Football Show on all the social medias and dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch via email. Just as a PSA, don't come in the ocean. It's already salty enough.
Save that for DU After Dark. We are drinking the exact same shit we drank the last time. It wouldn't be
relevant then.
So let's get into it.
Championship Corner!
I've fallen, and I can't get up. Oh, no.
That's exactly what Rebecca Lowe would have said to that.
She called her transition she said. Do better.
Graham, one would say, I need inspiration to do better.
Championship Corner!
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Consider her inspired.
No shit. All right, the championship
by her big, strong man.
The championship is actually all on 36 matches. There's no games in hand for anybody. They played some during the midweek.
It's really hard to do with 62,000 games a season.
Exactly. Well, here's the notables. Hull beat Plymouth, right? And Hull is just outside of the drop right now. And the other big one, after 1,132 minutes, Mr. J.J. Watt can stay retired because Burnley won, but they did finally concede a goal to Cardiff City.
Yeah, sad. Obviously, we'd all like to see J.J. Watt back in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily with the Bengals.
Yeah, but that's Trafford's team.
So that's Trafford's team, so that was the agreement. Mm-hmm. The other thing is he did welcome all Burnley fans to visit Cincy. He also offered all Cincy fans to visit Turf Moor, which is pretty cool.
Very good.
And make sure they're supporting his team that he owns, 3% of or whatever it is.
He's been all in on it, though.
Oh, he absolutely has. He's taken his role very, very well. The other thing he did say was, thank God I get to stay retired because I was hoping to go out tonight. And apparently he went out on some beers.
Yeah, that boy. That night, boy.
Since he doesn't have to train for an NFL season.
So it only took a whole week for Leeds to completely fuck off their 5-point lead, and they are now even on points with the Blades.
You can't talk about Leeds like that. They're a massive club.
No shit.
Lost 1-0 to Portsmouth.
Oh, yeah. 1-0 at Portsmouth, which is good for Pompey, and we're excited for that.
But it's good for Pompey. That's why I'm talking shit. Fuck them.
Pompey are now 10 points clear of relegation.
You know what Leeds could have used?
It's almost safe to say they're going to be okay.
You know what Leeds could have used?
What?
Jack Harrison goal. Unfortunate. You loaned him to a worse team than you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Twice,
asshole.
actually.
All right, so in the playoffs, already, obviously, Leeds and Sheffield are looking like they're going to get the automatic promotion spots.
It's starting to be a bit of separation now.
You have Burnley and Sunderland are in the driver's seats in 3rd and 4th. Still sitting in 6th is West Brom. But don't look now. Old Fat Frank in Coventry City are in 5th and have won 9 of their last 10, only losing to Leeds in February.
They're absolutely fucking flying Coventry. They are, as we spoke about on the main show, you're the form team in the Premier League, Everton.
Hands down the form team in the championship.
The form team in the Football League are Coventry City. 9 out of 10.
9 out of fucking 10.
And it wasn't the 10th was a loss to Leeds. Yeah. Not a draw. But they're fucking flying.
Yep.
And good on them. I mean... you would hope one of these England people from the golden generation
will finally become a fairly decent manager.
Will become a decent manager. You had Gerrard, you had Lampard, you had Scholes, who really just toyed with management with Oldham. Never really properly got stuck in. You had Roy Keane. You had a lot of these. You had Patrick Vieira. You had a lot of these people from our kind of footballing education.
Yeah.
Go on to be managers and just not be worth their fucking salt.
Worth mentioning for Coventry City.
So I'd like to see somebody do it, and I think Frank might be that guy.
Worth mentioning for Coventry City is they were the team that people may not remember this from last year. Frankly, got robbed on a bad offsides call. I don't see where VAR should have made that an offside. I think they magically drew lines for United, and United ultimately beat them on penalties in the semifinals of the FA Cup. And the year prior to that,
that's right, yeah,
Coventry City is the team that lost to Luton, who got promoted in the final at Wembley.
So they've been there or thereabouts for a couple of years is the point of that.
So you start to wonder, could this be the year they do that? Could they be the third team that goes up, even though Sunderland and Burnley are playing well?
I mean, honestly, there are still 600 games, despite us being in the home stretch. 600 games left in the championship is the home stretch.
Yeah, only 8, really.
And
it's 8. We're on 36, so they play 44.
And, losing to Pompey is not a good sign for Leeds.
No, not at all.
There could very well be a bit of shakeup in the first, second, and third positions here, especially if Coventry keep that form up.
Yep, completely agree. League One, Birmingham City now have an 11-point lead at the top. It's theirs. They're not going to give it away.
No, I don't think so either.
But battling for automatic promotion, it's Wycombe and Wrexham, and they're both level on points.
Considering, and I know we'll come on to them.
I don't know if they play each other, but yeah.
And I know the mascot helps, but Morecambe is about to be replaced by Wycombe.
Heard Wycombe.
And I think we go a bit more of a Black Panther vibe with that. Wycombe forever.
Well, but I think there's like a pelican or something like that, Wycombe.
It's a pelican?
I think it is a pelican.
I'm going to go back to the drawing board. There's jokes there.
Yeah, okay.
I just don't know them off the top of my head.
We got time. We'll work on it.
Figure it out. But Morecambe being in the situation they're in, I think are about to lose the moniker of in honor of Harambe,
right?
Obviously, who we've decided.
Ombi. We gotta go All-American and mispronounce one of these teams' names really badly.
Yeah, but it's on purpose because the end is spelled the same.
Right, exactly.
It's like Worcestershire. It's Worcester sauce. Yeah. We know that.
Right.
Doesn't stop us from saying Worcestershire.
No, it doesn't. Not one bit.
We're going to do it again.
All right. So
I'll do it tomorrow.
Reading and the O's are starting to fall out of the playoff spots, regrettably.
That's a shame. Leighton, obviously, staying in the league is the most important piece.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're not traditionally a championship club.
Get sold, move on.
Yeah.
Talking with our friend Colin, it's the last one they got to draw. And frankly, they're just without an out-and-out striker who they sold, they're just not going to get goals.
Yeah. But they're traditionally the League One side, those O's.
Mm-hmm.
They're not traditionally a championship side. So staying in League One isn't the end of the fucking world for them.
Reading, we'd like to see. Reading should be back in the championship, but it's just not in the cards yet.
Well, they're also just off the field have been such a shit show that it's hard for those players to do anything, right? I mean, we spoke about when Paul Ince came in and some of the things he was doing and how it did take him a fair few games to turn it around, but he turned it around enough that they stayed in the league, and then they subsequently are now in a promotion conversation.
Right.
But as you say, I don't know that they're ready yet, kind of post shit show.
Right.
So
precisely.
We'll see.
Now, looking at the rest of the playoff spots, it's Stockton, Bolton, and Charlton right now currently hold the final four spots, and just fell out. Huddersfield now are on the outside looking in, and they were at one point holding on to third, fourth really easily.
Yep.
They've had a bit of a slide.
That's what happens. You have a bad run of form when these games come so thick and fast. I mean, it's a big cliche, and we talk about it every year around this time, multiple weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a bad run of form, 3, 4, 5 games, that league table can look so fucking different.
Oh, God, yeah, it can. Absolutely.
And these teams are all on a similar budget. They're all on a similar kind of playing field. It's a bit more, which is why I think the league pyramid still thrives so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's still kind of pure down there.
Right.
Wrexham kind of being the outlier a little bit with being able to spend so much money because of the various revenue streams they have. And then teams that cheat like Reading tried to do. But you have so many teams that are on equal footing. 5 or 6 or 8 games, which is why we joke about, 4,000 games in this league or that league or whatever. When we joke about that, it's not just the quantity because the leagues are bigger with 24.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the fixture congestion, but the results can literally go any fucking way.
Right.
There's so much parity that it feels like a 3-game or a 5-game or an 8-game stretch can define your entire fucking season.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the Premier League, we don't really see that necessarily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, it can stop you from winning a title, as it did with Arsenal, but it can't relegate you, for instance.
Yep, exactly. Now, who is going to be getting relegated? It's kind of done and dusted. I believe the team just in front of Burton Albion, who's the last relegation spot, is like a 10-point difference.
Yeah.
Burton
That's a lot to make up, man.
Crawley Town, Cambridge United, and Shrewsbury in dead last. And I didn't get a chance. I forgot to talk about it last week, but our good friend Mr. Brody had sent along a story to me. Shrewsbury's Town, their keeper and striker and leading goal scorer last week. Because when you're in the midst of a relegation battle and you really need to go out there and get a win, got a red card 13 seconds into the match.
Nice.
Yeah, just threw an elbow into a dude's face.
That's what you need.
He was like Ed Norton in Fight Club when he beat up Jared Leto. Like, what did you want to do? I wanted to destroy something beautiful.
Yeah. It was like, what can I do right now to really fuck us?
Yeah, like I really want to fucking shake shit up. That's how we're going to do it.
So basically, he's a drug addict. He's a cokehead.
Yeah, exactly.
What can I do to fuck shit up right now?
And finally, to discuss League Two, Walsall now only has a 2-point lead after having a 12-point lead. They drew and lost over the midweek to Carlisle and to Grimsby. Bradford City and Doncaster are holding the other 2 promotion spots. Aki won a game and lost a game, and Tranmere drew and won. So they now are 7 and 5 points from safety, above Shrimps Out for Morecambe and Carlisle, which it looks like they are dead on to be the 2 teams demoted out of professional football.
Yeah, and now here's, we come back to this just briefly one more time. Harambe's memory is not to be tainted by a non-league club.
Right.
So Wycombe is about to take the mantle for Morecambe.
Okay, well, you keep me updated on that.
Well,
you gotta write a better joke.
You'll keep me updated on that, actually, because I don't do anything for the show. Actually,
no, I'm 100% right and drive this one.
Carlisle also don't care about because it sounds like a posh twat.
Okay, very good.
So good for them.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up, boys and girls. Next up is injury time. We're going to talk about the beers that we've been drinking, check in on our fantasy teams, which you are running away with it.
Come on.
Although your first 2 picks ain't nowhere close to my number 4 pick, who is running away with both overall score for points and best record.
What happened to Jurgen Strand Larson, though?
He's
the number 1 overall pick of anyone ever in the whole league this season.
Well, when he loses the R and becomes Stan Larson, it'll be better.
Here is what I will say.
You could stand up for somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Your number 1 scorer this week, Houston. Graham had somebody that matched him, and Graham beat him.
Ah, very good. Very good. All right. Well, and then should somebody want to support the show, Mr. Graham, how do they go about doing that?
Very easy, actually. It's patreon.com/DFootball Show. Just sign up to that $1.5 tier, and you'll get injury time, as Sam said, our preview show. We also talk about the beers that we've had as side drinks through both of these shows. We also talk about our fantasy teams, as Mel and Sam have both alluded to there. And you also get Sound Check, which is our... kind of just us catching up after a week of bullshit in our lives, while Mel fucks with the buttons
and prints up show notes.
Yeah.
Oh,
sometimes.
Till next week.
And also counts the fantasy stuff.
Till next week, everybody.
I don't think she does much else during that time, other than that.
Used to
really call her a part-time employee, to be honest.
Used to play a farm game.
Yeah, she did used to play a farm game. Good night. See how long you were going to go before you broke.
Very good. All right. Mel, do you need to pee, or do you want to get right into